This is the children's incentive to jump down there. Hold my phone very carefully. Okay, and here's the adult incentive. They have everyone covered. Yeah, I'm not even taking my phone off the edge. Right there, very big job.
These are from like when they build houses, they take these pieces of wood and they help it. That's what's like the plaster in the wall.
Said he wanted to come, so he's coming.
This is us sitting on a cardboard table.
Actually, up ahead, you can build a bridge. You can design and build a bridge and have it tested.
That's awesome. I want to do that.
They have a record there.
We had to do that.
We want to beat the record or something.
This is what we were sitting on. Sitting me.
I'm like so
And it didn't break. Okay, and this one's for you. See this? You have stuff, and then you have a gap. And you're going to fall through it like you do with a little playground thing. Not really. It's kind of creepy walking over this, though. And if these things were here, you could see right through it. So I know you probably wouldn't do too well at Ingenuity, so this is a fun one. So I don't know how well you can see the waterfall, but it goes. Yeah, they don't like this. It's awesome. Oh, you can go.
Yeah, they are. The top.
That works.
Yeah.
Go back for walking in front of them. Okay, so this is really cool. Start here. Regular place.
It's right around here.
I feel like I'm walking down into the bad cave.
You are.
Seriously.
The back row.
No, thanks. And nice goes by. And we're going to the back cave. Pittsburgh sucked at one time too.
Yeah, but we got out of our fucking day.
So? It's really weird.
Thousands are expected to walk under the Detroit Superior Bridge this weekend to take in some art. It's all part of Ingenuity Fest, which kicked off today. News Channel 5's Curtis Jackson takes us there.
The story of the Flats told through interpretive dance. This is just one of the exhibits at the 4th annual Ingenuity Fest, a combination arts festival and science fair. Case in point, this stage is powered by green energy.
There's a stationary bike in the back, and if you pedal it hard enough, it generates enough electricity to power a string of lights.
So somebody had to actually pedal during...
Oh, he was pedaling furiously.
From a waterfall that drops 130 feet from the bridge to the Cuyahoga River below, to visual and performance art. The story of this year's festival isn't just the exhibits, it's the location. It's being held underneath the Detroit Superior Bridge after 3 years at Playhouse Square. Patrick Flanagan has spent those 3 years preparing for his one-man band concert.
Everything I do is improvised, and I control what the machines play with a Wiimote in my left hand and then a custom controller that I built that's made out of Springbok horns and arcade buttons.
The event is expected to draw thousands this year. Some can even showcase their own artistic talent. The Doodle Bar is one of the more popular exhibits.
The real surprising thing so far is the size that people are working. We figured, you know, Doodle Bar, we give them these markers and then maybe they have an 1/8-inch tip on them and they're filling up the whole wall, which is fantastic.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Beautiful artwork. All right. In addition to the Ingenuity Fest, we also have a complete list of events this weekend available on our website, newsnet5.com. Have a good weekend, everybody. Curtis Jackson, News Channel 5.
Thank you, Curtis.
Okay, behind me is the Ingenuity Fest waterfall, which I've taken a lot of video of over the last couple days. And we're going to actually go to the Ingenuity Fest, which is on the lower level of the Detroit Superior. You can see it. There's the top level, and then where the waterfall is, and then there's another level. That's the level where the Ingenuity Fest is.
Do you want me to get a picture of the two of you?
This is the water pipe that goes up to the bridge and dumps water off the top of the bridge. This is Massimo de Milano entrance to the Ingenuity Fest. We could get wine and pastry if we so desired.
And is that another way of coming in?
This is the obligatory moldable CRT video installation. Well, here we are at the middle of the bridge where the waterfall is located. We're underneath the waterfall right now. How about that, huh?
Donate $1.
So someone's donating $1 to
You
some...
would do it if you go to their...
Oh. Can donate $1 for every gallon.
like how the waterfall matches the low clouds. So are those the lights down there? That white?
Right. Peekaboo. Nice.
A large version of bandit, honey. It's not as good as the ones at Tremont. Oh.
And yesterday was my birthday. So what I want to do is, I want to try to get a picture with every one of you guys, okay? We make it special. Can you do that? Alright. So you gotta smile and look weird like me, okay? They're posing, so here we go. Alright, make some noise too. 1, 2, 3.
You shine like the sun, heroes fall, forever ever love you. You are the day that you came, I never say, and no one will ever do a thing. All things in life, I really know how to give it, how to give it to me right. Oh, sugar daddy, know you're always with it. Sugar daddy, come to me right. Come to me. To be right.
I'm wondering if you can just explain technically a little bit more about how the interactive works.
Hi everyone. Welcome to Scanners, the New York Video Festival. I'm Sally and this is William.
Hi everyone. We're happy to be here tonight to give you a sneak preview of our new movie and interactive performance, Spectropia.
You're going to confuse them.
They're smarter than you think. It's a movie, and there's a version that's an interactive performance. What's the big deal?
Just keep it simple. Tonight we'll be showing an excerpt from the movie. and scenes from the interactive performance. Till Meetup, the director, is here to perform interactive scenes with Luc Dubois, our software designer.
They use motion sensing, so their body movements will make characters move and navigate through space. You'll be able to see through the characters' eyes and hear their thoughts.
First you'll see me as a simulation, or maybe a simulation of a simulation of a simulation.
We're using something called video motion sensing, and physical movement, body movement will reanimate video frames. And we've designed different kinds of behaviors that respond to motion so that we can generate different kinds of movement and reanimation of both sound and video.
Mr. X was a nasty little man, with a lot of nasty men around him. Before the fun died in the crash in 29, they caught him with his hand in the till. He was skimming off the top, that pyramid scam. Why don't you have a seat, honey?
This really is time travel. I'm here. I'm in the past. I'm a digital machine. I'm an actor in the movie. Isn't it wild?
Oh my...
In this next scene, Spectropia, inside Verna, follows you, William, to your meeting with Eddie. Okay, William, let's see you do your stuff.
Where's he going?
I can't believe I didn't.
If I follow him, I might find out something about him. He's very
Gotta
secret.
be careful. I don't want anyone keeping an eye on me while I'm trying to pull off this deal.
She certainly wears strange clothes. I wonder, what is the point of these shoes? They aren't so easy to walk in.
There's a through line, and it basically, there's these sort of multiplicity of points of view around it. So you go through the story, and you can go through the story a bunch of different times. In the beginning and the end will always be the same. The through line is pretty much the same, but you might hear about it from one character's point of view or another, or you might be moving back and forth between many points of view. You might pick up certain kinds of information one time and not get it another time. You could be inside the characters' heads through the whole movie, or you could just go through it from one character's point of view.
We're back. If you'd like to ask Sally and me any questions, please do. This is our chance to improvise. Fire away. Luke is a pretty fast typist, so we can think pretty fast.
Hi, now that you're a machine, do you still have creative thoughts?
I'm fascinated by the sound of my own voice. So occasionally, I try.